the people that are you know, these woke folk are so many times accidentally racist, and we cover that so much. But speaking of, I came across a video, and we can take a look at it before break if we'd like. It's just 4 minutes, and I thought this illustrated some of what we talk about here pretty well.
Okay.
And so yeah, if we want to,
which one is this? What is it about?
Well, this is about the guy's asking about voter registration. Okay, and you'll see where this goes. But yeah, I don't really need to explain it because he will do a good job of it. And
no, this is something where like, yeah, I think I know where this is gonna go. But
yeah,
it's,
you'll see.
Yeah, it's something where he's interviewing people about whether or not they support voter registration laws and why. Is that sort of where we're going here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll yeah. Let's take a look. Oops, hold on. There we go.
You got sound up?
I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote.
Yeah, this is a great example of accidental racism.
Yes.
And that, like...
Do you have an opinion on voter...
And what?
That, like, the patriarchal view of minorities that a lot of white liberals have of, like, they're not like us.
Yeah, yes. I think you see where this is going.
They can't do what we can do.
Yes.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad. I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far to say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to.
How do people? Is that what people actually think?
I don't know.
You know why that is? You've never known any black people.
Yeah.
You don't understand that they're living in the exact same fucking world that we are most of the time. You know, I mean, I understand there's differences in our neighborhoods and culture sometimes, but like
for sure.
But still, it's like you obviously have never worked around or hung out with or had any black people in your life. If you think that they don't have IDs. Like, how would they be getting by in life? Like, what are you? Like, what are you talking
about? So yeah, let's keep it going.
Less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs. Or
what are you talking about?
These kind of people.
Yeah.
Don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs.
Dude,
what the fuck are you?
Elitism.
Where do you think black people in this country live?
And also,
they live everywhere.
Also, have you ever been to any DMV? Like, what are you talking about? It's usually not full of white people.
Yes,
you know?
Or at least half and half. Yeah, it's like a very good mix of everyone. Yeah. I just had to go to the DMV a couple weeks ago to put a truck in the company name. There was everything: black, white, Asian, Latino, fucking Eastern European.
But also
like 50 languages. You know what I mean? Nigerian and fucking Ukraine. Yeah, well,
and there's plenty of DMVs in poorer neighborhoods or whatever this guy thinks. You know, it's like it's not true at all.
But yeah, this is their view of who the okay.
But yeah, but dude, the fucking arrogant like academic elitism.
This is what. Yeah. Okay, let's keep it going.
Place where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs. You do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that?
Now, also, do you think black people aren't on the fucking internet?
It's mind blowing that people.
What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah. All I can say is like these people must be so isolated and sheltered to really think that things are that much different that it's like, how do you picture black people living?
I don't
like. What do you think they're doing?
Yeah.
What,
are they still in the fucking
like
jungle?
In the Stone Age?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is your view of black Americans? If this doesn't, okay, so let's keep going.
That's harder for black people to go online.
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
Oh, do you feel that way? You feel that they don't have that knowledge?
You feel that black people don't have the knowledge of how to get on the
how to use
internet?
Websites? Yeah.
Like, what how fucking racist can you be?
I know. It is ridiculous.
That is fucking ridiculous. All right, let's see what this awoken spirit thing.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or like they're not informed.
I also think there's a repression of like black voting with
how if you're a convicted felon, like you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the like African Americans.
Now,
yeah, they're all felons. They're all felons that can't figure out how to use a website.
That type of people don't have smartphones.
Right.
They don't have data. They can't afford. They don't know how to go to a DMV.
They exclusively live in war-torn ghettos. They don't even have electricity. It's just, yeah.
All right. Now it gets funny.
Okay.
All right.
I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
Yeah, dude. How fucked up would that be as a black person? Yeah, like what do they? What do you mean? Why?
These reactions, I know these fucking reactions are priceless to me.
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so like we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. Like that's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with. ID.
Do you know any black
like
adult
them trying to explain it like, well, I mean, yeah, you have to have that. Like,
yeah, why wouldn't I have it?
If somebody as anti-government as me, I can't get by without an ID.
Yeah.
I have to have
I
one.
don't want. I
hate
the idea that
yeah.
All right.
Have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this? Some type of trick candy canvas?
I know, right?
That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's at on 25th Street.
Do you know where the ID?
He's
the
like,
DMV
I worked
is
there.
on you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid could figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually
Unlimited.
Unlimited data.
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process was.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word I'm hearing a lot.
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
It's very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you're putting...
I think it's a lot racist.
No idea.
All right. So.
That's the thing, is they're being nice.
Right, yeah.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
Judging somebody, like, well, you judge.
It's fucking stupid too, right? How absurd.
What are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say
they're talking to their other white friends
all the time,
and never leaving their little town or wherever their college or
So yeah, we get the gist, but I just thought that was fucking a glaring example,
right,
of what we talk about here, and the reason that I am fucking never-endingly annoyed, by these elite
It can be annoying when people constantly harp on about like the left are the real racists and whatever.
Yeah.
There's all types of racism.
Yes.
But whatever. But like this is the type.
This is the soft racism of low expectations. This is a Thomas Sowell quote.
Yeah.
And he's a black scholar. He's a conservative, but he's one of the dude.
Really fun guy to watch.
Yeah, he really is. Like if you're not familiar with Thomas Sowell,
I've never read any of his books or anything. But
no, I've read articles and shit like that. But I've watched long interviews.
I've seen him debate people and
he's great.
He's almost as good as like Christopher Hitchens in these big broad debates,
it's like these people's reaction though that this guy's talking to, like they're just like what why would you ask, you know what I mean? It's like, but yeah, that was a quote from him or a term coined, and it was the soft bigotry of low expectations.
Perfect.
And it is. That's if you cannot say that you are out to promote and help and ally a certain faction of who you see as oppressed people, and then have this view of them as these fucking ill-informed, non-capable, constantly in need of the white person's help to do anything. It's like, no, dude, that's not how you help people.
Yeah,
that isn't how you help people,
and it's also not how you treat them with respect.
It's just and every one of those people that gave those answers at the beginning of that video, I guarantee they think that they pat themselves on the back never-endingly.
Oh, sure,
just nonstop, self-congratulatory. Yeah, they're just posts or, the white people, that kind of fucking like
that whole thing of
white people. It's like, you're white and you're the shitty, you know what I mean? Like, of course there's like blatant racists that actually want ill for every other race but white.
Yeah,
that's worse.
There's did you ever watch Fritz the Cat?
No.
You know what that is? It's like an animated movie, I think from the 70s. And there's a scene in it where, like, even back then, the people were already identifying and lampooning this attitude, because there's like a white liberal college girl, and in Fritz the Cat they parody the crows of Dumbo. Remember in Dumbo, like the black crow, the crows were the black people, and everybody later thought it was racist or whatever.
Yes.
So in Fritz the Cat in the 70s, they were parodying that. So in the movie, all the black people were crows and all the white people were cats. And anyways, there's like a white liberal college girl like talking to the crows about like, I'm totally down with the crow cause and like this whole thing and stuff, and they're just like, get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, but so this has been going on that long, you know?
And it's just odd to me that they can't see their own folly.
Yeah,
because, well, like you said, they surround themselves with the same people that are regurgitating the same bullshit. And then all just patting each other on the back. It's like a big fucking circle jerk of wokeness.
They're not smart like us.
Yeah, they're not informed.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They don't watch Radioville. Population Truth. That's why.
And we're going to head to a break.
We're going to hit a break, folks.
We'll
Those white people that were interviewed must be so embarrassed now. I know. Imagine seeing yourself in that and then seeing what those black folk had to say about your fucking statements.
Right. Yeah, dude.
It's so great.
The eternal embarrassment.
Yeah, you'll never get over it, I hope.
All right, we'll be back in a minute, everybody. We'll do some other stuff. We got plenty of